Alright, YouTube, it's your boy Walt, and apparently top 10 best new anime of summer is gonna be in this video. If not, I'm gonna call it out. Cause I've been watching all the best anime, so I'm gonna call it out. Y'all gonna call it out with me, man. It's your boy, let's get to it. Listen. Double time on my business.
We're approaching the tail end of the summer. Have you found something to watch? A lot of people wait until the season's nearing its end to pick up a show to binge, and that's what I'm here to help you with today. Today's list will feature what I think are the 10 best shows for you to watch.
You see, that's a good thing. I don't binge, so I've already been watching all these shits.
I won't be adding any sequels to this list. Let's get started. I Parry Everything sounds like a good start for this season,
gets a recommendation. It starts off a bit slow, but then it turns up, nigga. I Parry Everything turns the hell up. That shit turns up, bro. After this fight, that shit turns up, bro.
With how many anime there is in this genre, it's really hard for some fantasy action shows to stand out. They often employ some gimmicks to differentiate themselves from their peers, a lot of which have somewhat similar overarching ideas of an underdog protagonist making the most of their deficiencies.
I find that weird. When people say that, like, it's like, oh man, these like fantasy shows always have to compete so much with each other, and so they have to work so hard to be different from me. I don't think that's the case. Me personally, I feel like these fantasy shows don't really have to do that much. Most of us, if you're in the anime community, tell me, right, in the comment section, aren't you just glad to get a good adventure anime that's got good action? Like, you honestly don't really care much about the story so long as it's good. I'm not asking for it to be super different or inventive or something. Like, just give me a good action adventure anime and I'm with it.
Parry Everything is right up that alley, starring a dense protagonist who has one skill of note, as the title suggests. Our protagonist Noor has the ability to parry everything, but he's completely oblivious to the fact and how strong he is. Whether you enjoy a show like this is up in the air. It's got decent production values, if anything, and it brings a good balance of comedy and action, although your enjoyment of it is largely predicated by how much you can stand idiotic protagonists and a whole lot of misunderstandings. I think it's a fun enough watch for passing the time, but it's just number 10 amongst the new anime this season for a reason.
I've been enjoying it, so I can't lie. I've been enjoying it.
Gigi Harem is next on the list.
Gigi Harem? What? Okay, this one gets us.
With how much no longer allowed in another world.
Thank you, God. No longer allowed in another world. That was long, bro. I like this show. I like the main character
something
in this
like
show.
Konosuba, but with a darker, more morbid tone. That's the most basic summary I can give you of this anime. Typically, being transported into another world with powers and cute girls is an aspiring author's dream, but that's not the case for us.
I don't think that was a good, like, that was a good anime to compare it to, because Konosuba and this are they're literally like night and day. I feel like they're really opposites to each other, you know what I mean?
Osamu Dazai. Yes, that Osamu Dazai. In fact, he wants off the ride immediately, so he keeps searching for the perfect way and place to die. Unfortunately for him, though, machinations of all kinds seem to prevent that one wish, giving him what we can summarize to be plot armor, one that he wants obviously nothing to do with. What makes No Longer Allowed in Another World very fun for me is how it portrays the protagonist as a fish out of water. With him being from an ancient era, things like stats and other staples of isekai are foreign concepts to him. He also shows a level of self-awareness which, coupled with the side characters that he has a lot of entertaining banter with, make for an anime that will leave you in stitches. How about checking out another comedy from this season?
Yeah, this one gets a skip.
My nigga.
That's ass. It's ass. Might want this shit. Ass.
Suicide Squad finds itself staring at the halfway mark.
That's right. Suicide Squad has been the shit. But I want season 2 so bad.
Entering the season, I had high hopes for the Suicide Squad anime, and I felt a lot of anime fans did so too. Honestly, what we got as the season rolled on isn't that shabby. As far as the Suicide Squad IP is concerned, this anime still manages to retain the fun interactions amongst the main characters, and watching this funny band of misfits attempt to conquer the world of isekai does have its charms.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I started watching this anime when it was like 4 episodes in, and they had the English dubs already, right? And so I actually got to watch the English dub and the sub version, because, you know, I ran out of the dub, so I continued watching in sub. And honestly, this is one of those animes that is far better in dub. It's far better. It's far funnier. It's far more entertaining. Dub is realistically the only way you should be watching this anime.
It's facts! It's facts!
Unless you're Japanese, then do whatever you do.
Studio Wit also brought their production chops to the table, and you can tell there's a lot of awesomeness in terms of the action scenes and the sound direction. Although,
I made 2
do
videos
admit it
about
can
this
feel
shit
a bit
already.
basic
Go
for
check
an
those
isekai.
out. I love
Unfortunately,
this
it's
anime.
one of the shows that doesn't offer anything too new to the genre. While I normally don't have super high standards
What? It doesn't offer anything too new to the genre. It takes superheroes from a completely different IP in DC, and then they throw them into fantasy mangeki. Like, what do you mean, bro? This is like taking comic books and manga and merging them together. We've never seen that before.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
How is that not different from what we've seen?
uniqueness and put execution above everything, the total package does feel lacking for how excited I was for the anime entering the season. Still though, the characters are entertaining, and the train wreck nature of Suicide Squad, characterized by comedy and violence, has been captured perfectly, and that could be a reason to watch.
He's bugging, bro. Yeah. He's bugging, bro. That nigga bugging. This shit was awesome, bro. I love
Found
this
anything
shit.
to your fancy just yet? Well, we still have 5 more anime to feature, so don't go anywhere.
That boy
But in the
is
meantime,
bugging.
go hit that like button to show your support, and let me know if you like this season's lineup.
Hey, I'm subscribed to you, but I'm not liking this one because you bugging, bro.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Suicide Squad is really up there. You bugging.
Any longer? Back to the list we go. Shoshimin series opens our second half.
Cooking shit. I
Shoshimin
don't care.
series is something that appeals to a particular niche. A good dose of mysteries, a lot of talking, and character work may not be something that quickly teenage love.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like these type of like slice of life / niche thing. I don't watch those animes.
I am the one, the way you're talking.
Most people don't watch those animes. That's why they call it niche, nigga. It's a small ass subsect of people that actually enjoy watching this shit. Not saying it's bad. Ooh, I hear titties sagging. Anyway, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying.
Like character insecurities. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian is the first of our top 3.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Of the
This show has undeniably become the marketing juggernaut of the...
Bro, I know. I've been hearing about this show everywhere. I get it. For some reason, a lot of people in the anime community talk about it. But this shit is ass.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I try to give it like a chance. I try to give episode 1 a chance. It's just ass. This is garbage, nigga.
At
This
number
is
2,
ass.
we have The Elusive Samurai.
I like this though. I've been watching this shit. I've been watching this shit for sure. Is this an episode I didn't see yet? I haven't. This must be the new. No, this is
With
the
how
newest
successful
episode.
Apothecary done...
Where's that from, bro? Because I've watched every single episode so far. I have not seen that. That's crazy.
has been, it's not so surprising that we might be seeing an uptick in these historical fiction stories lately. Something similar to the vibes of that and say Yona of the Dawn or Color Cloud Palace. The Elusive Samurai falls neatly into that historical kingdom aesthetic, and it's one of the overlooked new anime this season for what it brings to the table.
I gotta say this. When he's like, oh, you're seeing an update of like a bunch of these type of anime, that's not necessarily true. Like in the early 2000s and 90s, like they made a bunch of these. Sengoku Basara, right? Like Kingdom, like they've made a bunch. I would actually say that they're making less of them now than they used to. They used to make a bunch of historical anime. They used to make a bunch of like historical anime on Oda Nobunaga. Like there's like 5-6 different animes, probably more. But I've seen 5 or 6 different anime about Oda Nobunaga.
There's so much to like, and that's a good thing, given how much atmosphere plays into titles in the genre. With likable characters to the mix, there's a lot to keep you immersed and hooked. And that's a good thing, because it's a bit of a slow burn for a Shonen Jump title. I agree that it may not be to everyone's fancy, but having read the source material, I say it's worth the wait. The story, while basic at first glance, only gets better in due time. It's a shame with how little coverage this got entering the season.
Yeah, I mean it's a good anime, but yeah, I do think he's kind of wrong about that. I think like there were a lot more historical anime way before, and like I've named like a few of them just off of the top of my hand, but like just try to think of like 5 historical anime that was made in the last 5 years. It's gonna be really hard.
Topping the list is a show that might surprise you, Wisteria Wand and Sword.
Maybe like Vinland Saga. Oh yeah, Wisteria should be number 1 for sure. For sure.
Ever liked the likes of Mashal and Black Clover and wanted more of the same? You know, the whole setup of the protagonist being seemingly useless with spells and such in a world where magic is king? Well, look no further from what I think is the sleeper hit of the season, Wisteria Wand and Sword. Given the comparisons already, it's clear that uniqueness isn't this anime's selling point. However, where it does shine is its execution. The animation, the fluidity of the fighting scenes, the overall plot progression and direction, everything has been done with much love and effort that you rarely see from shows like this. You don't get dumped with exposition, and you get to see the main aspects of its world building drip-fed to you piece by piece. There's a
I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my god, this is the anime that I'm looking forward to the most. Cause in this season, like when it came to the summer season, I kept thinking to myself that there's going to be 2 anime that I'm going to be battling myself with the most, right? Because after Slime started and you realize that Slime is being super political, you start realizing that there's only 2 anime that are gonna take the top spot for me. And that was Tower of God, right? And Wisteria Wand and Magic.
I hope you niggas enjoyed the video. But even if you didn't, don't forget to like and subscribe or I'ma shit on your carpet. It's your boy Walt. Catch you in the next video.
Yeah.